Hey there, everybody. As you can maybe hear, old Hickok 45 back there talking about a very nice rifle, which, he just has a couple of videos like that pertaining to rifles and pistols. Just a couple, just a couple. I love Hickok 45. Want to make a shout out video to the people that have actually basically responded, responded to maybe a question, or just something simple as, what is your opinion on this, or what is your opinion on that? Because everybody's opinion when it comes to the firearm world is just all over the place, such as the video I'm uploading as we speak pertaining to Taurus. I've had nothing but luck, great customer service, hardly no problems, and I still continue to carry one right now, with no doubt that it is going to do what I need it to do if the time does come. I've never held on to a firearm that I didn't feel that was in the picture. If it was malfunctioning, like for instance the Jennings 22 long rifle pistol, the JA-22 I believe it is, I had that a while back ago, and it was $100 gun, I think $80 gun. Now, in this deal, I got what I paid for, which was, let's just say, not a very reliable piece. It looked pretty, I guess you could say, but what the hell does that matter when it doesn't go boom when you really need it? And just the whole idea of 22 long rifle is something I want to carry, or even have as self-defense for my home or anywhere I go. Wasn't that piece just was not making me feel any more comfortable. So as of right now, my light duty carry that I put my life and anybody that is around me's life, if it is in danger, is my TCP Taurus 380. I have a couple extra magazines for it. I polished up the feed ramp and did a couple of little things. I didn't have to go and do any kind of crazy modifications. The gun is just, it's flawless for me. I bought it used. It was in great condition. It was the flat black, and I took it down, and now it's got like a brushed, polished look to it, and it really looks good with the barrel being completely polished. It looks really good. And once again, that doesn't matter. Every time I pull the trigger, the gun goes off. And that's ultimately what any self-defense weapon that you're going to have, you're asking for. So I'm going to get a shout out to Taurus right off the rip, and my Glocks, my Glocky boys out there that just, can't let go of a Glock is better than anything in the world. But I'm not trying to even go there with that, because like 1911s are the best guns in the world. How about this? They're all awesome in their own ways. Yeah, I can deal with that. Now, I know that people were having some trouble with the customer service. Personally, I didn't deal with any of that. I live in Florida. It's a Florida-based company, so you know, my turnaround time was just the same as anybody's, but you know, if I wanted to, I could jump in the car and take 3 or 4 hours to get there, but you know, I could go there and you know, see what's going on with it, you know, but it really did not have any, you know, changes to how they took care of me. Ali is a big representative, CEO, or something of that nature of Taurus, and I got connected with him just by calling Taurus and asking if I could speak to someone that would listen to me about gun reviews, especially pertaining to Taurus. And he got on the phone and we had like an hour-long conversation about the Taurus firearms that I owned at that time and had owned, and the ones that I wanted. And you know, he actually asked questions, you know, how did you feel about this one, and did it function, blah blah blah, you know, and just seemed to care. And he did care, and I still talk to Ali from time to time. He's a very busy dude, and that's as far as I'm gonna go with Taurus. But as far as the gun channels out there, I like the Armory channel. Pete, that's a cool dude. He sees things like I see them, I guess you can say, and I respect that. If you want to get crazy mass amounts of information on a firearm, check out Nothing Fancy. Humans for Targets. Cool ass dude. Love your pit bulls, man. But yeah, Humans for Targets is a great channel to watch for information. Of course, old Hickok 45 and Son, and just Hickok 45. Trying to think, this is straight off the top of my head. Who else do I watch on here? There's quite a few that, you know, I'll give him a try out and see, you know. I know that he is a person that's always in the limelight, I guess you can say, and you love him or you hate him, or he really don't give a fuck, so it doesn't matter. But I think you know who I'm talking about. He's bald, and yeah. But anyways, I'm really trying to think of his channel. What is the name of his channel? Let's see. I want to say that, how about this? Leave it in the comments. If you think you know who I'm talking about, go ahead and leave it in the comments. If you had an experience with any gun company, and please be legitimate about this, don't, you know, come out with some Alice in Wonderland story about how your brother's cousins, sisters, nephews, babies, daddies, uncles, nephew got this gun and it was just a big pile of shikaka, or you know, you bought a Celtx PF9 and it worked flawless, and especially when it first came out, when that gun first came out, it worked flawless, and which you might have got lucky on that one. But I like Celtx for the few guns that I had fun with shooting. Sub 2000, a couple of their 380s, but When it comes to 9mm, I pretty much got my target picked out. When it comes to those, I love my Glocks, the Taurus PT 24/7. Not to jump back on that bandwagon subject again, because I just made a video about it, but great firearms. Rozzy, Ruger, Ruger, and especially with the 380s, Ruger people, and just look at the thing. You know, it's not a bad looking gun, the first edition nor the second edition, with the trigger that did not help at all, but now you got a red trigger. Now there's a third edition out that I've yet to shoot, but it looks nicer, you know. I mean, it's got a little bit more beef to it. I was really wanting to know if anybody that has bought that gun is still able to just throw it in the pocket in a holster and just go. Is it still like as light as a LCP or a TCP or any of these micro 380s that you've had in your hands? Just interested to know. It's a pretty gun, I guess, whatever you want to say. And it's a good looking gun for a 380. Another thing, yeah, I use bigger calibers for home defense and just self-defense, but my secondary is my TCP 380, my Taurus TCP. I've shot almost 350 rounds, somewhere around there, through that gun with the Packmeyer grip. It really makes it so much more comfortable. I'm not saying that you're going to want to go out and shoot 1,000 rounds out of this damn thing, but it made it so much more cushion. It gives you more cushion and more of a perch on the gun, and you don't find yourself having to readjust every time so much. You know, you can get back on target and do what you got to do. Other than that, you guys, any comments, much appreciated. I haven't been doing too many videos lately. I'm slacking, but also I've been pretty busy. I just wanted to make this and let you guys know that if you go into a gun shop with an open mind, you'll walk out smarter. Number one, you walk out smarter with an open mind. Second, if you get the right person, you're really gonna be led in the right way. Third, do not let someone talk you out of buying a firearm. The salesman, whatever, whoever. This is all about a learning experience for everybody. So the Smith & Wesson SDVOE, whatever, the Sigma. Oh, don't buy it, the trigger, whatever. I didn't buy the gun, but my buddy did. Same scenario, different shop. Trying to talk him out of buying it because the trigger was terrible. I said, dude, buy the gun, and when we get back to the house, I guarantee you that if you have a trigger gauge, that I'd probably get it around 6, maybe 7 at the most, because it really does feel like about 10 out of the box. But, and we're talking about very minimal service that you have to do to the trigger to get it to where you want it. And in the $300 price range for any firearm, if you gotta just do some small, it's not even, I wouldn't even consider it a gunsmithing job. It's just a little tinker here and a tinker there. You can find videos the Sigma and that model gun and how to do the trigger. I'm not gonna do it right now, of course, because I don't have it in front of me. And you know, if you see a firearm, especially a Smith, you know, or I hate to throw them out there, but Glocks and Springfield, and then you see a Taurus. That Taurus is gonna make you think. I already know. I'm not gonna go there again, but yeah. But have an open mind, and when you go in there, before you even walk through the door, do your research. Know that the guy, you watch 5 videos, alright, let's say 5-10 videos, and the guns are just jamming, and alright, maybe I might not be so quick to go buy that one, but that's why you ask questions. Did they refine this firearm and fix the problem, or is the salesman just clueless to what the hell you're talking about and either doesn't want to take the time to find out, or that's really your job. You can always give any of these companies a call and they will let you know what's going on. Yes, I know Celtx has a lifetime warranty or whatever, but there's just a few of their firearms I just would never partake in, and it goes from everybody out there in the world that might not ever own a Taurus, but it just so happens I trust my life with one every day of my life and have no problem knowing when I pull that out, if God forbid I have to, it's going to go boom. And that's just the way it is. Now, if I went out and this firearm was malfunctioning and let's say 100 rounds, even 5 to 10, you know, screw ups, it's gonna, the gun's gonna have some proving, to me at least, before it goes in the pocket and goes with me out the door. But that is also another thing called learning. I'm a very hard-headed person, and to the point where I like to try different firearms out that you might not want to. If I can find it for a good price and it works, I don't care what anybody else says about its looks or what they heard. I know what it does, and if it does what it's supposed to do and go boom every time, that's a good piece in my eyes. But to say also that a 22 with correct shot placement, or a 380 at that, a 380, you're gonna stand in front of either of those rounds? No. And you're not gonna be able to hurt somebody with either of those rounds. It's not rocket scientists, you know. You shoot someone with a 380 or you shoot something with a 22, vice versa, there's gonna be some, you know, something hurt. So for all those people that say that 9mm is the least that they would carry as far as stopping power, blah blah blah, it's just nonsense to me, because if the system works, don't fix it. And a lot of the systems that are out right now are just getting better. So basically this was just to let you guys know to keep an open mind, ask questions, don't be scared to ask questions in there in the gun shop, but do your research and know a little bit of something, you know, before you go in there and you're holding it. You don't have to ask as many questions, but the little bit you do. And if they want to act like assholes, walk out the store. There's freaking so many out there. I don't know where you're at, but there are so many firearm stores out there that if they want to act like a jackass and just, treat you as if you're not going to spend no money with them or you're wasting their time. Now that can get tricky too, because people ask really, really stupid questions and do really, really stupid things. The muzzle flashing and the bang, 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 yeah, I'm Sylvester Stallone, I'm freaking Rambo, whatever, in the middle of the gun store. No. And I'm quick to jump on somebody that is muzzle flashing me. I just do not stand that. It is disrespectful. And higher end firearms, you all have heard it. Ask the damn question before you do anything with it. Can I pull the trigger? Can I rack the slide? Can I drop the magazine? Can I look at it without pointing it in my face? Oh my gosh, where's the laser at? Yeah, it's on your forehead, buddy. Literally, that has happened, and it was pretty comical, I guess, but at the same time, really not, because he's that uneducated that he wanted to see the laser and he couldn't point it at the wall that was behind him, where everybody else points to firearms to do a dry fire and test out the triggers. So he was asked nicely to just, go, because the owner of that gun store, I really love that gun store. He has short fuse when it comes to stupidness, and I am right there with him. Now, if you go in there and you make a little mistake, it is what it is. We all do it. Think I went into a gun shop the first time and knew everything about everything? Hell no. But I'm learning something new every day, or all the time. I try to learn something new every day, not just pertaining to firearms, but just learning. And the only way to learn is to ask and experience. So when you ask, then think about it, and if you do decide to go for the experience, hey, you might really like this brand of gun you never thought you would ever use. Just because your buddy has whatever the dink and it's not working correctly, and you don't know very much information about it. Did he clean it? Did he do any kind of maintenance to it? Is something broke? This is a lot of times I end up finding these things out, as I sit there and watch somebody just having malfunction after malfunction. And it's just like anything, you gotta find the source of the problem. What did you change last before it started being unreliable? That's where I start. And that goes for cars, motorcycles, guns, whatever. If you change something and it was working fine before you made that change, try going back and using the stock part, such as a guide rod or something in that nature in the gun world. And if it fixes it, well then here's your answer, But it's going on 25 minutes here, you guys. That's my little word of advice. I'm not going to get into gun etiquette or anything like that, but you guys make sure, leave me some comments. Let me know your experiences. If you've straight up got videos of a junk gun or just retarded, I'm sorry to use that word, but just idiotic situations in the gun shop, shoot me a comment. Make sure you subscribe too. And you can rate also if you would like to. My name is Blake. They call me Blizzy Blake, and I'm out. Second Amendment is very, very strong. We stand behind each other, and I stand in front of you. So continue the fight, and the fight will continue. Later, you guys.